Hello everybody and welcome to Zuniaberry Designs. My name is Liz and I'm excited to have you here as we walk through the November 2024 sticker book. After, I'm going to show you how I'm using these stickers in my planning pages and a couple of tips and tricks. So if you're interested in that, stay to the very end. All right, so here's the cover of the 2024 stickers for November and the color palette along with their hex codes. If we scroll over, we're going to start with the backgrounds. And these are sticky note backgrounds that are so much fun. I really love these, that are in the shape of speech bubbles. So we've got a version of speech bubbles at the top in the color palette and another version at the very bottom. What's really fun about them is that you can add a title here and then add whatever you want on top, or a title right here. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. Scrolling over, there's a lot more backgrounds for you, and I really love backgrounds to enhance my pages, and I hope that you do as well. Here are speech bubbles, sticky note backgrounds, which also have a really nice drop shadow, so they pop on the page a little bit. In plaid, oh my goodness, November is plaid month for me, for sure, and I love this plaid and all of the colors that in the color palette. Here are some tabs at the bottom here in a bunch of different plaid in the color palette. So much fun to work with. They are transparent right here. So if I move it around, you can see right through it. And what's nice is that you could put a title on here and add whatever you want on the bottom. And I do have some examples in my pages. Moving on, the tabs are also in the solid colors if you'd like, and there are these little background stickers, these little tiny ones with a solid color at the top and white on the bottom, and I've been practicing using these on my October monthly page, and so I'll write down like appointment at the top, dentist appointment, and on the bottom I'll write down the time and location or any other information that I need. I designated one for my fitness classes, one for my appointments, and another one for my birthdays, and I just love how they look on the page. Just below all of that, you've got tape in plaid and some paper clips, and those are just to enhance your pages and make them a little more decorative if you'd like. There are more backgrounds that I've created, and these essentially cards with the thick headers in the color palette. I created for the weekly pages. So my weekly pages currently have lines on them. So you could do that screenshot where you take the background and you screenshot it and copy and paste it over the lines. And then you can use these as backgrounds for your weekly page. Some of them are already pre-made for you and they say Monday through Sunday. Another set of backgrounds are the tall, thin, narrow backgrounds in the color palette. There's an extra color here that I really like. There is a silvery color, but this one has sort of a pink undertone to it, just a little darker than the white background, so it pops on the page. And they also have a drop shadow, and they look fantastic on the pages. So much room to put things on top and just make those pages beautiful and your own. Here are the decorative stickers. So in Canada, we had Thanksgiving in October, and I know that in the United States, Thanksgiving is in November. So I've kind of kept that theme going, that fall autumn theme with fall florals, pumpkins, Thanksgiving, coziness, football season, warmth, things like that for that vibe for November. And on the next page are the black version of some word art, and this word art is meant to go on top of those sticky notes. Actually, you can put it anywhere that you want to. I've just created some that I thought that would go great for November, but you can also create your own with whatever font pairings that you want to. I'll show you my pages, and so I hope that gives you inspiration. But to let you know, the fonts that I'm using for November are, the big thick font here is called Comic Jungle 1, and the script font is called Beauty Story. You can create your own titles using your own font pairings, but if you like this one and want to continue on, that is what they're called. Here is a grid, and this is meant for a tracker, and I'll show you how I've put that together. There's 7 across, so you can start Monday to Sunday or Sunday to Saturday tracking, and then there's spaces along the side for you to put whatever you are tracking. A checklist, a morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever you want to use that for, some lines, and an outlined box, which is a lot of fun to put things inside. So again, it comes in the black version and the white version. Moving on, I had a lot of fun creating this word art for November. It comes in the black version as well, and I think there's 13 different word arts to kind of cover everything I could think of for November, and it also comes in white, so you can put those on the darker backgrounds. So that is the end of the walkthrough for the November 2024 stickers. Let's take a look at how I'm using them in my planner. So here is a daily page that I've created, and I love this page. I love the warmth of the colors. Here in Canada, our days are getting shorter. The sky is not always bright and sunny. It's a little more gray, and I am feeling and wanting warmth and coziness. So I feel like this page definitely depicts that. So just a caveat, some of the stickers on here are not from the 24 pack, but I do have a November 22 and 23 pack, and I've got them all side by side because although the color palettes for them are slightly different, I feel like all 3 packs work together beautifully. Okay, so here's how I'm using some of those sticky note speech bubble backgrounds, and I absolutely love them. I love the 2 different shapes. I love that I can put a title on there and then add what I need to. For example, I don't have this in the sticker pack, but I just, oh, maybe I have to go on text. I just created my own called Planning Time here. And you can create your own as well, knitting plans. So that's just text that I added in that same font. On the right-hand side, here is one of the tabs that I've added the sticker called Gratitudes to give thanks, and some of the lines. And down here, this is our new rescue dog. I've just taken the sticky note background and created a little memory card of it, of the daily highlights. So I wanted to show you that you can create your own little background stickers if you want to. So this little one that I created is just using the text tool. So if you tap on text and this little square with the line through it, you may already know this. It comes up with the text box style, and you can pick your color background. So I've picked that one, and I'm going to round those corners, and I'm going to add a shadow. So when I tap on here, that little background color comes up, and if I want to make it a little bigger, I can use the space bar, the return bar, and I've created myself a little sticker where I can put some font on there and add to my pages. Then you can certainly do that as well. So let's delete that. Whoops, there we go. On the left-hand side, using the tools above, I've created a timeline for myself, and I really love the way that it turned out. And so this is not, I did not include this as a sticker, but I'm going to show you how to make it. Oh, but before we do that, here are those little tiny stickers. I just love how they work on these pages. They don't take up a lot of room, but they're functional. You can add whatever you want, the weather, verse, water. I've just labeled it whatever I wanted to, and use my highlighter tool throughout the day to put how much water I wanted or I've had. Okay, so how do I create this timeline? It is using the font and the color palette. So I've alternated the colors in the color palette. The font that I used is Interlight at 68 size, but you know what? That doesn't matter. You can use any font that you want at whatever size that you want to. And I've just typed in the numbers, and then I've changed the color of them and put them into place there. And it was so easy to do. The next part of what I did was I took my pen tool and I just drew a straight line down just on the other side of the numbers. And then I took my pen tool at a thicker light gauge for the line, a thicker gauge for the dots, and I just created dots, whoops, right in front of those numbers. And again, I took my pen tool and I created these little dot shapes, because you can see that you have that ability in GoodNotes. Now, what I did is before I added anything else, I lassoed this and I put it in my Elements tool, because I want to add that to all of my pages before I put in my words and what I am doing. So that is how easy it is to create this little timeline, and it is a lot of fun. So behind this timeline, I put in a transparent background shape and color, and I did this just using the tools above. So you can as well. I'm going to just show you how I did that. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Here we go. Sorry for the back and forth. Let's just clear that page. So I took my pen tool, picked a color, and I need to go on here. And I just created a rectangle and held it. Hopefully it'll come into a rectangle shape, and it fills it in. So I have fill in with color toggled on. And when you press the back button, you're left with this transparent color. This might be a little too light for you. If you want it a little darker, you can duplicate that page and just line it up. It's a little bit of finagling to line it up. And there you have a beautiful background for you to use that's transparent. You can stretch it out, you can turn it around, you can change the color of it, which is a lot of fun to do. Okay, so that is how I created this page. Moving on is a weekly page, and I just love this page. I love that I have so much room to write in those card spaces about everything that I need to do on those days. Here is an example of the sticky note with my own title on here using those fonts. So as you can see, it is separated. And also, before I put anything on here, I can take this sticky note if I want to. Let's go on here. And I can, there we go. And I can stretch it because there's no font on here, and stretching it and making it different sizes really doesn't change that sticker too much. They come in a square format, but I had a lot to write up at the top, so I kind of stretched it a little bit to fit everything in there. And that is how I did that. Okay, and same thing with here. So you noticed in the stickers, and I'm trying to be quick, but I am long-winded today, is the tracker. So I just typed in Monday to Sunday with whatever font I wanted and what I'm keeping track of. And before I added it onto my background, I lassoed that and added it into my elements so that it is 100% there for me to add on to any background I want to as I go throughout the month. And yeah, I also stretched this background so that it would fit nice and big on this page. Here is an example of a daily page. I absolutely love this page and the colors on it, and that there's so much room to keep memories and be functional as well with my checklists. I'm using these little stickers as my top 3, and I labeled them 1, 2, and 3 and added what I needed to do. There's a beautiful background of a fall background. That opacity is turned way down, and on top of that, I put these sticky note speech bubbles. One is family time, and again, I used just the text tool to add whatever I wanted to in there. Actually, this one comes, I think, with the pack because it's not coming up as a text. Tomorrow is memories captured as part of the pack, but you can write anything that you want to in there. It is just so much fun, and I love these little stickers. I think they add a really nice touch to the pages. On the left-hand side is some word art, the checklist, and I always love a good checklist. On the right-hand side, there's some more space to do more things that I want to, some more word art. And if you have followed me for a bit, then you know that, several months ago, I came up with planning cards or planner cards, and I'm just so excited. Everybody loved them so much. And I think they add just a touch of whimsy, or a touch of more, give you more space on your page without taking up space on the page. And if you're new, you're gonna have to go back and look at those videos because it is fun to create them and use them. So at the very top, if I tap on the photo icon, if I tap on check in time, a planning card is hidden behind this long, thin, narrow background. And if I tap on it, it comes to the front. So I'm gonna just move it around. So I've created this, I've lassoed it and merged it, and the videos will show you exactly how to do this. So now I've got room to to add more things that I want to keep track of right behind, hidden right behind another card. And it looks like it's part of this entire card. So I love that. People have asked me if, you know, if I could come up with a bunch of colors. So yes, I'm just wondering if there's an interest, honestly, if anybody uses Procreate, and if there's an interest for a Procreate tutorial or a Procreate file, definitely leave me a comment below and I'll see what I can do. So scrolling along, I have another page that I absolutely love, and it is a weekly page. And it just, you know, these weekly pages and daily pages, they just brighten my day, and they're pretty to look at. And so these are just the long thin backgrounds that I've stretched, made even more narrow and stretched them a little longer and put them in place. Here's another background, and then on top the 3-sectioned grid. Below are stickers. It's just a pleasing page to look at, and it is revolving around football season. These stickers here, I'm going to be honest, are from, I think, either 23 or 22 pack. Although, again, the color palette is different. They all seem to be that warm tone and flow together. So I've been using them interchangeably. And that is it, I think, to show you for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this, and stay tuned. I'm going to start working on December as soon as I can and getting those stickers out. I am also working on planner for 2025, and my theme is back to basics. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to teach you some things, some tutorials on that, and you're going to have complete control, or almost complete control, of what you want and what you don't want. If there is anything specific that you want to see, please leave me a comment here or on Etsy, and I'm happy to serve you. So thank you again. We'll see you in the next video.